What's up, guys, and welcome back. I got the new hardware I needed. I got some stainless and I got some galvanized nuts. I think I'm gonna go with the stainless. They don't have the flange on it. I didn't know that when I was buying them, but that's all right. Stainless, that'll be. Well, I think I'll do those. So first, I'm gonna get all the mill scale off these. Just grind it back smooth, and I'll get it bolted back together. And then I will start TIG welding these things. And the cup holder, I don't know if I showed this in the last video, but yes, it is. It's just welded on the bottom and on the front side, and just grind it back smooth. And then that brass piece just sits on top, and I'll have to make 4 holes just to get it to stay put. But that's another day. Yeah, cup holder's all welded in. That's good. Get the mill scale off, and we'll get this welded. Alright guys, I got these nuts all tacked on the back of this plate here. So I think I'm getting ready to weld this thing in the car. Just a few little things I gotta do, and then we'll get this thing in the car. Alrighty, so I got the this top tunnel piece just tacked in for now. And I'm able to run through all my gears now, which is cool. Got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse. And all I had to do was modify these 2 arms here. This one is just straight now, and I modified this bottom one here too heavily. Yeah, but it seems to be shifting pretty good. Second, third, fourth. Pretty neat. Happy with that. And there's a little bit of adjustments under here too. Probably can't access it from this side. But yeah, it is what it is. So when I pull the motor out, I can leave this bolted, and I can unbolt it here and this bolt here, and I can just leave this hanging and pull the whole trans and engine out all in one shot. I was gonna do an access panel for this so I could take this whole piece out, but the underneath of this black piece is so wide, it'd be, I think it's unnecessary. It would be nice to have, but it'd be cutting it real close. So I don't really think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'm gonna get this seat out next and start looking at more of this. As for now, this is just tagged in. The panel fits great too. So. Yeah, I gotta do some sort of bolts. I'm thinking like just 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little flush bolts. I'll have to drill them out and tap them and get this to stay. It's that, or I could just JB weld this down in due time. But I think the 4 bolts would look pretty cool. Going back to the linkage here, I want to show you guys how close second gear almost hits. Boom. So it looks like it's hitting, but I am pushing this down. This is actually going to be up here a little bit. And I don't know if you can see when I push this up, it does make the clearance I need. Well, that and these bolts aren't tightened. But when they're tightened, I swear it doesn't hit. And you can see I took one of these bolts into the lathe and made it a little bit narrower. And I grind down some of this arm here. But yeah, I assure you it doesn't hit, but it is really close. Yeah. Alrighty, with the tunnel now tacked in, I got the seats in, and it is a super tight fit, but I think we're good. The seats still go forward and back as they should, and up and down with the pump action. So I just got closing that little gap right here at the end here. It's like rubbing on the seat basically. I'm gonna try and like kind of fold it in, like pinch it like this when I weld in that little filler plate, just to give me a little bit more squeeze room for the seats. But yeah, they're in, and I can get access to all 4 bolts, so that's good. So I can rip these out and fully weld in this tunnel now. So as you can see, it's just tacked up. So I got a lot of welding to do, and then I'll linish it back smooth. And then once like the car is like in shell form, I'll get it on its side and I'll weld underneath the tunnel on the back side of it and get that fully welded. So I know once I grind this bit down, it's just gonna weaken it. So I will have to weld it from underneath and leave it be. It's like every new piece of sheet metal I put in this car, the car just seems to get tighter and tighter on the inside. I got a lot of the tunnel mostly welded in, and it's looking pretty good. So next I think I'm gonna start doing the driver's side footwell panels, mainly under the brakes and accelerator pedal. I think I'm gonna start right around the steering rack there. I'll start there, make sure my clearance for my U-joint to fit on the spindle and everything, and kind of work my way out. But basically I just need to fill in that bottom piece. I put the brakes and the accelerator pedal back in just to see what I have for clearance, to make sure I don't follow any pieces that I tend to put in. But I am gonna pull them back out, because now I know what I have for room, and I can get this out of the way and start working in this area. All right, I got my first piece of cardboard template cut out, and it's gonna fit something like this. I have to put this weird step in it, so when the U-joint is on that spindle there, when it spins around, it doesn't slap the side of the metal there. So I got to put this little tiny step in here. So this is gonna be the first piece I'm gonna make. I'd like to do it all the way to this piece here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it in there. So I'm gonna probably just make it this small piece, and I'll have this weld in another piece here and go from there. But for now, I got this small piece here. That's just stepped out a little bit. And I made the hole bigger than it has to be because the rack can still spin if I need to do final adjustments. I'd like to be able to spin it to get in the right spot. Not side to side, but more or less up and down when it rotates. So that's what that little oblong hole is gonna be for. I'll probably just make it rounded on the edges here, but just a square for now to make my mock-up. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little bit of color on this, just for just want to see what we're gonna be looking at here. I already have my steering column in this triple bronze color, and I already made this brass like nice little fitting here. So I'm gonna go ahead and carry on with the whole brass inside. And I kind of like this two-tone color here. I wasn't sure about this color because it's kind of like a weird color, but I think I'm gonna do that panel the same color. Nothing is finally set in stone. I'm just gonna do it just because it's such a small panel. And I already have leftover of that color in the gun. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it and bake it real quick in our cool little oven over here. And then we'll slap it on in the car and see what it looks like with those washers and the black fasteners. So I'm excited for this. So yeah, let's throw some color on this. All right, I'm just about to get my gun set up here. And I already have my plate. It's just makes on the ladder rack here. Yeah, I'm just gonna paint it right on here. I'm not going crazy for underneath on the backside, as it's not gonna be a part you're gonna see. I mean, I'm just gonna spray a little bit quickly underneath here, but nothing crazy. As long as the top and the edges look okay, I'm cool with that. And it's not set in stone yet, it's just something for right now. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Looks pretty good. I'm getting ready to put this in the oven. Ooh, it's still hot. All right, now I know at first glance there's a couple imperfections here. Actually, there's quite a bit of imperfections here. But again, I didn't go nuts prepping this. I just did it quick, because I know in the future I'm gonna have to prep it good. And it is cold outside today. So yeah, there's a couple imperfections. I did it quick. It's more or less to see if I'm digging the color or not.